Ishowspeed is pissing off America. America has tried so hard to make it look like Africans were living over in bedrock with the Flintstones. And everybody's at war holding a machete with some tuxedo shoes. America tries so hard to make it look like Africans are out there stopping cars with their feet. That's not the case. Every time I saw Africa growing up as a kid, it was on Feed the Children. For 70 cents you could feed a child, and they showed nothing but starving people. Ishowspeed is showing women that are looking thick and delicious. Send me 70 cents. Whatever they're eating, I need to eat, cause I'm trying to be thick and delicious, and food out here is expensive. It's hard to gain weight. Speed even showed a guy living with his 2 wives, and they both have their own separate home. And when he gets tired of the both of them, he goes to his own place. Africa is living in the future. Speed is exposing the world to a whole different level of Africa and getting away from that propaganda machine that America drives.
So it looks like even the food is better in Africa. That's right, I've never seen Speed eat a burger without speaking a single word until it was completely gone. And supposedly burgers are America's export. It's what we do here in America. Nobody makes a better burger than Americans in the United States of America. But here we have Speed in Botswana eating a burger that he just can't stop eating. He's devouring it. He ate it in like less than 30 seconds. And you know what that tells me? That, man, they're beating us even with the food. I think people in America just live in like some little bubble that they don't realize that other countries have better things. And Africa is one of those countries, and Ishowspeed is really just realizing that. Why do you think he's so tired? Why do you think he's so like relieved? You don't see him ever acting like this. He feels very comfortable, literally in the safari where there are lions around.
I've never seen an African celebrity treated that way by Black Americans here in America. That's how we treat people in Africa. Ishowspeed is getting nothing but love. Nobody's calling him any name. Nobody's saying anything about him. He's just having a good time. He's enjoying himself because he's home. Ishowspeed is single-handedly destroying centuries of negative propaganda done on Africa.
You see how when Speed was streaming in other countries, they was calling him out of his name? They was being racist. He's not going through any of that in Africa. In Africa, it looked like Speed is living his best life. You could feel every bit of the love in his streams. This young man met the president of Angola. He's taking time with these people.
Set up the hand.
Where?
The park. We have a park that is situated in the city. That is Nairobi National
It's
Park.
a wild national park?
Yes.
In the city?
Yes.
There's
It's the only one in the world.
So it's a wild safari in the city?
Yes. And that is Nairobi National Park.
Yo, Kenya
The
is...
only one in the world in our capital city.
Bro, what, chat? Bro, did y'all just hear that?
So
She-
we go out.
So, chat, basically there's a safari in this city.
Yes. And it's the only one.
And it's
of its
wild.
time.
Wait, are we going there? Is that on that? That's on itinerary, right?
So
Well, listen, y'all, for the people who keep saying I'm starting to stream too early, y'all gotta understand, for me, I am 6 hours ahead of America. 6 to 9 hours ahead of America. I'm 1 hour ahead in Europe. I'm 2 hours behind in the Middle East. And I'm 3 to 4 hours behind in like Southeast Asia, I think. I don't know. I think I got that right. How old are you?
20 years.
And you live in this village? You got a husband? Who your mom? Who your dad? Oh, that's your daughter?
You want to give me cows?
Huh?
You want to give me some cows?
Yeah.
You have to agree first. If she agrees, then you can come to the father and then you can negotiate how many cows you can pay so that she becomes your wife.
How many cows do I have to give you so I can marry her?
17.
How much is 17 cows?
Speed needs to be careful. I don't usually like blacks, but Speed is one of the good ones, and I don't need those ghetto people over there tainting him, and God forbid they rob him and induct him into their gang. Speed, if you're listening, do not go to Africa anymore! Wait, which one of these tribal people is Ishowspeed? I really can't tell. These Africans just look so similar. They're all jumping around and dancing like animals. I can't tell who is who. What do you mean they speak English and have running water? I thought speaking more than one language was for rich white people, not poors that drink mud. I thought Africa was a country. Why do they keep speaking different languages? I don't like it. Why are there cities and houses on the stream? Are you sure they just didn't secretly stream in Japan because they're supposed to live in mud huts with no technology? Guys, I'm really scared for Speed. What is he gonna eat while he's in Africa? You know they don't have food.
So, let me tell you something. Speed's Africa streams, they hit differently, fam. Way better than his streams anywhere else, especially in Europe. I'm noticing it. And I gotta ask, are you noticing too? Because it's all love over there. The vibes, pure good energy, no drama, no crazy names being yelled at him. Just people vibing, doing his catchphrases, embarking with him like it's a whole movement. And hold up, he even met the president of Angola. You know, he's out here living, doing races, and it's all good times. Honestly, this is the energy we need everywhere. But here's the thing. Why are the people in Africa treating Speed so much better than in some other places? Especially Eastern Europe, where it's not always the same vibe. Could it be that people have been misrepresenting Africa for years? Maybe they don't really know the place. I'm just saying, I'm noticing a difference. Africa's showing up, and it's a whole nother level of love and respect. That's what's up.
This nigga's in Africa. Nigga, these niggas got drip. And look at the city lights, bro. This shit is cleaner than New York. Like, look at this. My son is in, like, I think it's in Angola or some shit. Nigga, this shit look like downtown Houston. Like, I know they got self-driving cars in this bitch, man. Like, come on. Look how futuristic this shit look. Look at y'all, man. Thinking Africans don't got water and shit. Thinking they poor and shit. Like, come on, man. But this stream opened my eyes to a lot of shit, man. Like, look at this, bro. I don't see a shitty car on the street, bro. Look at that, bro. This shit look like a futuristic LES. Futuristic downtown Brooklyn. Like, what the fuck? Like, look at the streets. What the palm trees and shit. Well, I just figured out he in South Africa, but still, nigga. Beautiful.
Take a stream pic? Stream pic. How your English so good?
Because I'm in the French school, so I learn English pretty well. I follow all your videos.
You in a French school?
Yeah, here in Angola.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Happy to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, bro. You got some good English, bro.
Hey, can you sign me?
Huh, me?
Yeah.
He got W-Speed tatted on him. That boy got W-Speed tatted on his wrist. Hey.
Take a picture.
That boy got...
If you had to watch Ishowspeed go to Africa before you realize that Africa is much more than just poverty, dirt, and huts, then congratulations, you finally caught up to what Africa really is and woken up from your racist delusion. You see, Speed just launched a brand new huge project, Speed Goes to Africa, which is a 28-day tour across 20 African countries where he live broadcasts every step of the way. Now, the tour began in Angola, December 29th, 2025, and is actually scheduled to run all through January, finishing January 26th in 2026. Now, what's very interesting to watch is not just his clips from the tour, it's quite frankly all of your reactions, as many people still view Africa as only being poor, underdeveloped, and rural, even though that could not be further from the case. That view is very outdated and inaccurate, and that is shown very clearly in Speed streams. And so if Speed in Africa is shocking you, it's not because Africa just changed overnight. No, it's because the stereotype of Africa that you have been painstakingly spoon-fed all your life is finally collapsing.
If you watch Speed go to Africa and your biggest takeaway was that, oh my God, it's not just huts and mud, that's not awareness, buddy. That is straight ignorance. That image of Africa, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from what you were taught, what you never questioned, and what you were always comfortable believing. Shame on you, bro.
He finds out he can't buy diamonds in Botswana.
I want to buy one of these diamonds.
If you want to buy one of these diamonds.
Yeah, who do I talk to?
You'd have to talk to De Beers because we don't sell. We only have 2 customers.
But I can't be a customer. This is my first time in Botswana.
We can make arrangements for you to buy diamonds.
Yes.
But these are rough.
Yeah, I know, but what if I want to buy a rough diamond?
No. We only sell rough to 2 customers.
And then maybe you can talk.
Is that part of your contract? Y'all can only sell to those 2 customers.
That's part of the contract.
Okay.
Wait till he finds out which country plays a big part in the diamond trade.
Fair enough. I guess we can't buy a diamond here.
Even though it produces the most diamonds of the world, Botswana has one of the poorest local diamond markets. It's crazy that Ishowspeed is like teaching the next generation. This is exactly what happened in China as well. There's a lot of like teens that are like, oh my God, I thought Africa was just like mud huts. I can't believe that it's like this beautiful continent full of, you know, developed nation states. And it's crazy that people even thought that that wasn't the case. But then also low-key, he's just like educating his fan base on, you know, colonial exploitation. Take a wild guess who owns the companies that they are allowed to sell their own diamonds to. Let's be real. Israel plays a big role in the diamond extraction process, okay? It's true.
Bye-bye, Israel!
Speed is on a tour of Africa. Many youth are learning for the first time that the continent is more than baboons and mud huts. American education is so fucked, bro. These niggas will teach you that this guy built the pyramids, King Channing Tatum. And then the rest of Africa is just savages and loincloths. And then they develop false sciences, see eugenics, to create biological proof of inferiority. It hurts my heart. But it's a necessary part of the thievery of our gold and our diamonds to convince the world that we are inferior. Speed actually tried to purchase a diamond in Botswana, to which they replied that they're only allowed to sell their own diamonds to De Beers, the British mega corporation founded by Cecil Rhodes, who literally stole the land and the mines through murder and slavery. And still to this day has scholarships named after him, Rhodes Scholarships. Heard of that? It's some George Washington shit. George Washington type beat. Botswana is the top diamond producer in the world and is one of the poorest countries on earth. So Speed, like any reasonable person learning about colonial theft for the first time, it's like, that's weird. Like, I can't buy a diamond from the people that mine the diamonds? All right. But I love it though, because these kids, man, they're gonna see the truth. Just like they saw Gaza through TikTok, now to seeing Africa in all its glory through Speed Stream. Similarly to the ICE killing of Renee Good, you can't lie about what we've seen on camera. And to Black Americans, Africans love you. They will welcome you home. This division between us, manufactured by the powers that be. They lied to us. Because when we unite, African Americans, the most culturally influential group on the planet, with Africans, the fastest growing population, and the most resources on earth, that's the only way we get free. Because all our heroes knew this shit. Malcolm X said you can't care about Mississippi without caring about what's going on in the Congo. 60 years ago, man. Don't be brainwashed into thinking we ain't one people.
Ishowspeed is showing to us in real time what real Africa looks like. And people are in shock. Whole worldviews are being questioned as we speak. People who previously thought Africans were out here living in tiki huts, holding spears, killing each other, their views are being shifted and turned around completely. Ishowspeed is showing the beauty of culture, the beauty of the land, the beauty in design, building, the infrastructure, everything. And literally, no one can believe it here in America. And to the people that literally were surprised and shocked and awe about how beautiful Africa truly is, that is how ignorant you have been for so long without questioning what the people at home in America has taught you. Because there's no way you can go on for that long with them saying that Africa is poor, it's dirt, there's nothing, no infrastructure, this is riddled with war, crime, and all that garbage, and then you never question it once?
And I personally believe that what Speedy's doing right now, without even realizing it, is he's literally waking up the masses. He's waking up the masses from all the propaganda and the lies that the media has fed America, Black Americans, about Africans and Africa. You know, he might not even know it or be aware of it, but he is literally healing generations right now. And trust and hear what I'm saying. Speed was divinely chosen for a time such as this. It might be an innocent thing and look like it's streaming, but a lot of Americans are waking up and realizing they were fed lies. And everything that they learned and were taught about Africa were lies. I have so much more respect for Speed after watching just a couple of days of his tour. Yeah, I'm definitely subscribing.
Yo, so I'm kind of confused. Like, Ishowspeed is in Africa, and like, how? Like, they have Wi-Fi. I never knew that. And like, they have cars, houses. Like, shit's crazy. I never knew that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Seeing the Ishowspeed Africa tour, that shit is making me want to go to Africa, bro. When Speed was in Europe, they was calling him monkey. They was throwing him bananas and shit. They was saying all type of racist shit when he was in the Europe tour. He pop up in Africa and then people showing him love like he's family already, bro. The propaganda is failing. It is crumbling before our very eyes. And then they want to call Africa uncivilized, bitch. I'm seeing the complete opposite.
Speed's Africa tour is kind of scaring me right now because the amount of people admitting that they didn't realize that Africa wasn't just like sticks and mud. That, like, you know, Africa actually has, you know, modern technology and roads and running water and all that type of stuff. And then that Africa is a continent, you know, not a country. I've seen clips of Speed's tour and like I love it because every place he goes, he kind of rewrites like the stereotype or the image that people have in their head, and he shows that, hey, like this is a normal place. But especially with Africa, some of y'all I genuinely like worry about. Because even when people who are like, oh, but you know, the American propaganda makes you think that Africa is just like nothing and extremely all this. Guys, can you do a little bit of research and maybe just like a little bit of logical thinking? Like, do you really think an entire continent would just be sticks and mud and tribal people? If you just look up Africa City, you will see so many cities that look just like ours with skyscrapers, big buildings, roads, infrastructure, all that type of stuff.